Hello and welcome to another episode of Terraria Hardcore with your host, me, Warren, or otherwise known as DJ Random on the various networks in our World Wide Web. Alright, so today I have found some great veins of metal and I'm just going to be basically mining them. Now, it's interesting, those that have followed this for the last 5 episodes, know that one of my main goals is just to find metal, and that's what I've been trying to do. And I popped down to this area down here, and lo and behold, there were some great bits of metal down here. Now, this metal is what's going to help me create the weapon and equipment I need for fighting the Eye of Cthulhu. Or Cthulhu, I think that's how you pronounce it. And I have to be very careful though in what I make. So I'm mining this copper right now, and I'm going to go and craft it in a little bit and make it into some better armor, because what I have right now is, I believe I have wooden armor on at the moment. So wooden armor isn't that great. I need to get copper armor so I can start having a little bit more protection. As you saw in the last episode, I ended up getting a crystal heart. So if you look in the upper right hand corner of the screen, you'll see I have 6 hearts now instead of 5. What you do is you put the crystal heart on your hotbar at the top, and then you just use it like any other item, and it will add another heart to your bar. And that is how you get health in this game. As you saw right there, when you fall onto a sheet of ice that's above water, the ice is very fragile, so you'll break through. But I wanted to get this statue that's right here, because you can go and take these statues and use them as objects for decoration in your home, and then later on many of the statues can be hooked up to power to have various uses. Luckily, when I was getting that statue, I noticed that there was some cool more metal to the left, and lo and behold, there is another crystal heart down there. That's one of the things I love about this game, is the exploration aspect of it. You'll go to one part to do one thing, and you'll end up finding something else that can help you. And this is where I have to start fighting off a few ice slimes. Now, ice slimes aren't the easiest to fight at this level, but I do have better weapons than I had when I started, so that's good. It's helping me fight these ice slimes. And as you all probably already know, I like putting torches in places I've already been, so that I know I've been there. And this is me doing what I described to you earlier, where you put it in the hotbar, then go over to the heart and then use it. And now I have 7 hearts instead of 6. It's easy. These crystal hearts are all over the place, and before long I'll have 2 rows of hearts. So that'll be great, because that will help in my fight with the Eye of Cthulhu. And what I might do is I might go and find more crystal hearts and get my health filled out before I even think about fighting him, because it really is not an easy battle when you're early in the game like this. So after I get that heart, I decide to come down here and look for more metal, and I found a vein of iron over here, so I'm going to go over there and mine it out. Now, the metal in Terraria has different levels. Copper is the lowest. Iron is higher than copper, and I would rather have iron clothing than copper. Of course, I think that doesn't need to be said, right? Now, the interesting thing is, I have to be very careful about what I craft and put on me at this point, because I don't want the Eye of Cthulhu to be spawned and have me fighting him before I prepared, because this is a hardcore character. I don't want to die, right? And so what I do when I start crafting the armor, I have to look at the defense, because you have no stats of your own as a character in Terraria. Your stats are all based on your weapons and your armor. Your defense is based on purely on your armor. So if I have armor over 10 defense, it's going to summon the Eye of Cthulhu, and I don't want that yet. So when I actually go back up top and start crafting, melting down the metal I have into the ore I have into metal bars, and then crafting that into armor, I have to make sure I don't have over a 10 defense. Now there's another little trick to it. The Eye of Cthulhu only spawns at night. So if you're very careful on going out into the world, you can wear all your armor that's over 10 defense during the day, and then take it off at before night hits, and the Eye of Cthulhu won't spawn. But that's not something I really want to do, because I get lost in the time. Just kind of, I don't know if it's night or day out here, and I don't have a watch on me, so I don't want to risk that. So I'm just going to get as close to 10 defense as possible without going over it, just at the beginning, until I can beat the Eye of Cthulhu. Now here are the pre-hard mode ore types that will be found in this world: copper, iron, silver, gold, and demonite. Okay, the iron ore is better than copper, the silver is better than iron, and gold is better than silver. The demonite I won't even be getting into for a long time. So my ultimate goal is to basically find enough gold to create myself gold weapons and gold armor. Now I have to be careful in that as well, because just because something's gold doesn't necessarily mean it's more powerful than the previous bits of equipment. A lot of times they come with stats, and you can make a gold weapon that just isn't as good as a silver weapon, for example. That's kind of rare, but it does happen. Now I'm also getting to the point where you see me looking at the screen all the time, and I've said before that I'm doing this to see where ore is at. This is a really great feature. It helps me plan out where I'm going to be going, and I know that there's some ore around here that I want to get to, but also you see those flashing red points of light? Those are enemies. So I know that if I break through the bottom here, I'm going to have to fight off all those enemies, and as you know, I'm not that powerful yet. I have more hearts than I used to have, but I'm still not that powerful. So often I'll have to figure out a way to approach an area in a different manner than I would if I was spec'd out and just had a bunch of really uber equipment. Man, I hate bats. They're kind of like the Medusa heads in the Castlevania series. They won't always kill you, but they'll knock you off of ledges and such to areas that will kill you. And here comes the giant ice slime fight. And here's where all these ice slimes, they've noticed where I am, and they decided to come up and jump where I'm at. Now, if you remember, I created a sword with knockback abilities, and this is why I like knockback, because it helps me to be able to defend myself against a bunch of different creatures without getting, without dying, basically. This is because every time I hit one, it knocks them back. So when the other one comes up and tries to kill me, I'll have time to kill it before the other ones jump at me. And this doesn't just work with ice slimes; it works with packs of zombies and such too. And I know you'll see me fight zombies later on. And I've fought a few of them already, but knowing me, I'll end up going out and fighting a bunch of zombies. Zombies are good. Killing zombies is a good way to collect money in the early parts of the game. So here I am. I want to go down into that dark spot. These slimes won't let me, so I have to kill them all. Basically, I'm committing colossal animal murder, I guess, if slimes are animals. I don't know if you'd consider them animals or not. Oh, did you see that? You have to watch out a lot of times. You'll find traps that are scattered throughout the underworld, and you can actually mine the traps and the pressure plates that make the traps. I know I'm using a lot. Sorry about that. You can mine the traps and mine the pressure plates that set off the traps. And you can put these around your own home. So when things attack your home, you'll have traps set up that'll affect them as well. Now, I didn't notice where the trap came from. So I was trying to look at it, but I couldn't find it. I was also getting kind of tired of falling through the ice, so I just created my own little level. So when I came down, I wouldn't fall through the ice because I wanted to get these blocks that are up there. And this is basically the bulk of playing Terraria. But there's a lot of exploration in it, and there is a lot of crafting material. When I come back, I would love to go back and get that trap down there, if I can remember where it's at. Now, I want to go back up top, but I don't have any jumping ability, and I don't have a grappling hook yet. That's something that I'll need to craft. Excuse me. Because one of the cool things about a grappling hook is you don't have to have it on your hotbar, and there's a button on the controller that lets you use it automatically no matter what. So that is something I will need to get as soon as possible. Grappling hooks make life a lot easier as you're exploring. But my goal is just to get back up to the top right now. I have enough metal to where I want to craft it into various items, and I need to get back to my crafting stations up top. Now, I'm going to leave you guys. This episode is about 16 minutes long, but on the last minute and a half, I just wanted to let you listen to the title song that is from the Terraria soundtrack. This is what you hear when you actually log into the game, and it's one of my favorite tunes on the entire soundtrack. So after I stop talking here, it's just going to come on. You'll be able to listen to it as you watch me do my thing for the rest of the episode. Basically, you'll just see me doing a little bit of mining and trying to get back up to my home. Just wanted to thank you for listening. As always, if you listen to this, I appreciate it, and I hope you all have a good day. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any more of these episodes. Adios for now, and here comes the music.